Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to game number 3 between TLO and KiwiKaki. The series is currently tied 1-1. If you guys haven't seen the games previously, make sure to check it out. Very good ZVP games so far, and I'm interested to see how this is going to work out for TLO as he enters game number 3. Now, keep in mind, the loser does pick the next map, and I love TLO's pick of Scrap Station. This is a very good map for Zerg versus anything. It is very far by ground. It allows Zerg to get an easy natural and a pretty easy third as well. And the air distance really does favor Zerg early game. Mutalisks on this map are extremely good, and on top of that, the Mutalisk rush distance by air is very close between the natural and the main, but somewhat far by ground. So it can be a difficult map for Protoss to play against Zerg, and it looks like KiwiKaki will be opening up with a pylon down between the choke point between his main and his natural, and this signals to me that he's going to try to go for an early expansion on this map. Now, this can favor the Protoss player if they can secure it with an early forge and get some cannons out. It looks like we do have a forge going down for KiwiKaki, but the difficult thing that Protoss has to worry about is an early Roach bus or even an early Ling Bling bus. Two very difficult things that Protoss players have to be concerned if they're going to go for this early expansion. So TLO will see this great scouting of the Overlord. Notice that the Overlord went to scout the choke point first because Protoss players like to fast expand on this map so often, so I do like that. And meanwhile, oh my goodness, it looks like KiwiKaki is going to be throwing up a pylon in the back. Is this Overlord going to scout it? Oh, it just barely sees the cannon warping in. So KiwiKaki opening up with early aggression, but TLO sees the photon cannons, and as a response, TLO is going to be going for a hatchery way out of position, way over here. Oh wow, I love this play from TLO, but KiwiKaki, good scouting as well, is going to see this hatchery, and now is going to be warping in the cannons over there. He cancels this cannon way back at the original natural and is instead gonna try to get a cannon at this hatchery. And oh my goodness, if TLO does not scout this cannon out in time, his hatchery is going to be in a lot of trouble. I really like TLO's original scout here. He canceled he decided not to get this hatchery. KiwiKaki in response gets a cannon over here, but now TLO in a lot of trouble, but his Lings coming out are gonna see these cannons, and in fact, I think TLO will be able to hold this off with his Zerglings. He is going to kill off the probe, and now he's gonna start to work down those photon cannons. Great play, and two Zerglings also going splitting to take out the pylon at the back of the natural. So good play thus far from TLO, and TLO is going to be looking quite good. KiwiKaki in response, falling back into standard play, going to get his gateway up as well as a cybernetics core. So he is going to be going for possibly some kind of one base play, not going to be getting that early nexus. The cannons look like they have been taken out at the back of the secondary expansion for TLO, and now starting to push forward with a bunch of Zerglings. Now, if we look at the income tab, we can see that KiwiKaki is ahead, but with his cannon now morphing in, he should be able to pull even further ahead. I don't think TLO is going to be able to apply much early pressure at all. He is working down these backdoor rocks, but KiwiKaki should be able to get a pylon up and then get some cannons up on this high ground to fend off the Zerglings as well. It looks like, oh, KiwiKaki is going to be going for a Stargate up here instead, and oh my goodness, TLO has no Overlord in sight to see this, and KiwiKaki should be able to morph in a cannon up on this ledge relatively soon. He's going to wait until the rocks are just barely down into the red, and then he's going to make a cannon. No, he's going to bring a Stalker out instead. And this Stalker should be able to hold off the Zerglings without too much fuss. TLO right now could be in a lot of trouble. He has no idea that there is a Stargate out, and no doubt there's going to be some Void Ray action coming out. Right now, TLO doesn't really even know if KiwiKaki has a Nexus going down at the front door, so the Zerg player at this moment in time, completely blinded in the dark, has no idea what's coming. On the other hand, KiwiKaki knows that the Zerg has a natural down, so he can kind of get a good idea that the little one is droning up, isn't really going to be teching up and bringing any forces in at any time soon. All he knows is there are some speedless Zerglings out on the map, and now there's going to be some roaches pounding the back rocks as well. So KiwiKaki, as long as he can control his stalkers nicely, he should be able to hold off the roaches. And in the meantime, it looks like there's the Chrono Boosted Void Ray. Oh, the Void Ray almost revealing itself right there. That would have been really bad. Oh, but it's going to reveal itself anyways. I'm not quite sure I agree with that. Now TLO knows what's coming, and he can get the queens, and he can get an evolutionary chamber. There's the evolution chamber. He can get spore crawlers and queens to defend against the Void Rays. And I don't know why KiwiKaki revealed his Void Ray. I would have almost thought for sure he was going to hide it in the back and then bring it in, but now the spore crawlers are coming out, and KiwiKaki is going to have a much more difficult time to take out this hatchery. Is he going to be able to do it in time? Here goes the queen now going really low in health. The Void Ray fully charged does so much damage, but the spore crawlers should be able to hold off these two Void Rays pretty easily, I think. But with the second Void Ray coming in, oh, KiwiKaki micros the last Void Ray out of position, and he keeps the Void Ray alive, and now the spore crawler goes down, but another queen comes out, pops off the Void Ray that was weakened. And oh my goodness, this is a very, very close game. Keep in mind that if TLO loses all his air defense, if he loses his queen and then the two spore crawlers, but it looks like he takes out the last Void Ray. Good play from TLO. I was going to say, if TLO lost those queens and then lost the spore crawlers, his natural would have went down, but it looks like that was not the case. Now KiwiKaki forced to play very defensively, does not have the range to outrange the roaches, and now this backdoor rock is very much in danger of going down. We might even see this Void Ray come out purely for defensive purposes, and yeah, it looks like KiwiKaki is going to have to focus down these roaches first, but it looks like TLO doesn't care, going to try to bust down. No, he is going to fall back to the powerful Void Ray. The roaches will get taken down. They're just too slow without creep. Speaking of which, TLO has been very good about his creep spread. Look at this, spreading all the way from his main, all down to his second base, and then almost over to the Protoss natural as well. So very, very good creep spread. Looks like we're gonna see another queen engage the Void Ray right here, but a Hydralisk also in range. The Hydralisk should be enough to take out this Void Ray, and it looks like KiwiKaki gonna lose. Oh, great transfuse on the Hydralisk to keep it alive, and it looks like the Queen Hydra combination enough to fend off the Void Ray pressure. And as this game continues to go onwards, KiwiKaki falls further and further behind. His Void Ray harass has been largely unsuccessful. And I do have to say, I think a lot of that reasoning was because he revealed his Void Ray early on. He didn't have to reveal it. He could have went around the back and then try to hit the natural expansion and taken out the hatchery, because if he hadn't revealed it, TLO would not have had spore crawlers in position, but now it's really too late, and KiwiKaki is gonna have to cook something up. He's currently behind in harvesters. He's trying to get his natural expansion down, but really he's facing an uphill battle as the Zerg player has creep all over the map. He has Hydralisk to deal with the air, he has roaches, he has speedlings, he has a nearly full saturation going on at the natural. If we look at the harvester, 35 over 31 in favor of TLO. It looks like he's gonna pick off yet another Void Ray. Down it goes. Great play from TLO here, spreading the creep so that his queens get that creep, that speed bonus, and they're able to push out the Void Rays. And it looks like now the backdoor rocks have finally gone down. TLO is looking to be in a very, very good position. KiwiKaki, threatened and barely surviving, has erected a pylon where the backdoor rocks used to be, which is going to help him hold off any early Zerg pressure. I actually really like KiwiKaki's frontal defense here. He's got a pylon here, he's got his Gateway Forge Cybernetics core there, picks off the Scouting Overlord, but he's still very, very far behind. And Stalkers, pure Stalkers, are largely ineffective against Hydra Ling. I think that KiwiKaki is going to have to transition and try to get some Colossus out, but he's very, very far behind. He's trying to morph in 2 more gateways right now. So he will have 5 gateways worth of reproduction cycles, and he's starting to get some sentries as well. Gonna start to work out his own pylon, and I guess he is gonna push out and try to make something happen. Now notice that TLO's creep spread is going to reveal the fact that KiwiKaki is pushing out. So TLO has a huge advantage right now. He sees what's coming. He can get an effective surround with the creep tumors around. He gets all that speed bonus. It looks like he was making a move right there, but KiwiKaki, realizing that he was very much in danger, falls back. If KiwiKaki pushes out to this area right here, he can be very, very exposed and caught with his pants down, so to say. He's gonna have to stay where it's safe, where he can force field off this natural choke right here. if he wants to hold off the Zerg player. Meanwhile, TLO getting Roaches, getting Lings, getting Hydras, has no upgrades on the way, but he is getting an Infestor. He has Infestation Pit down, and he is getting Pathogenic Glands, so he is going to have some fungal growth action coming out pretty soon. But I don't think he's really going to need fungal growth. As we can see, no blink upgrade for the Stalkers coming out. In fact, there's no Twilight Council at all. There is a contamination going over the Forge to block the +1 weapons. I do like that play very, very much. And there goes the Twilight Council. So KiwiKaki here is gonna try to get blink for his Stalkers. I like that kind of play because he's so Stalker heavy right now, and with effective micro he can outplay the Roach Hydra Ling. But oh my goodness, what the heck is TLO doing? He's getting Neural Parasite now, so he is gonna try to do some mind control action. Perhaps he's expecting to see a party of Coloxin. Yes, that is the plural for Colossi, which I actually had that term was given to me by Nadagast. Very cool guy. Looks like now KiwiKaki is going to start to work out these creep tumors, pick them off, and start to recede the creep. He has quite a few Stalkers out. Blink on the way. +1 weapons just now about to finish, I believe. No, it has been blocked once again. Oh my goodness. TLO has been using his Overseers to block the +1 weapons. 3 Overseers. There goes the attack. Oh wow, lots of force field, but it looks like the Ling's getting a good surround over the Stalkers, and it looks like, oh my goodness, just too many ground forces for KiwiKaki to deal with. And I think all these Roaches, the Infestors, and Lings, and Hydras are going to be able to out-muscle KiwiKaki's Stalkers. Keep in mind, he never got the Stalker upgrade finish for Blink, and in fact, he never even got the +1 weapon finish because of TLO's great contamination. He's been using triple contaminate all game long, and never allowed the +1 weapons to finish. Oh my goodness, KiwiKaki in a lot of trouble. The force is flooding in, even the Queen making her presence known, and it looks like this Nexus in danger of going down once again. Another contaminate over the Forge. This +1 weapons I think has been going on for about a year, and it never had a chance to finish, and now KiwiKaki is going to be forced to GG out. TLO will advance forward, and once again this is the TLO versus KiwiKaki series at the MLG event in Dallas. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that broadcast. Excellent Zerg versus Protoss games. And of course, we're going to have more featured games from MLG Dallas coming out soon. And I will be uploading my own personal games as well. So hopefully you guys look forward to that. And I had a great time at MLG Dallas. I'm now back in California, and I'll be uploading more games soon. HD, going to be signing out for now. Thanks a lot for all your support, guys, and continue to watch the videos.